And the problem I've had, I usually try to stay pretty educated with what's going on in the community. I've lived here my whole life, as well as my parents. And the day that the charter booklet that's in question was mailed out, my dad had brought it to me and wanted me to look over it. So I did. And he said, ask my opinions. And I said, well, the first question I have is it even legit? There was nothing in there stating that this is from the city of Circleville, or was it another group, or who? We had no idea, the legality of it. So I tried to make some phone calls over the past week, got nowhere. The city council would never answer the phone. The mayor's office was aware of that. They even told me that directly. The website for city council was even down for the biggest part of the week. Couldn't even view anything. So by doing some of my own research on Facebook, I had found the other group that was supposedly part of the charter committee, but the committee officially no longer exists. So I didn't want to submit questions to them, because what legal authority do they have? And how do I know that their answers are anywhere correct, or did they make it up? Or I'm about transparency. My, I don't know if you want to call it a hobby or what, but I run locally, actually, a UFO reporting center, which is pretty fun. But my biggest thing is being transparent. I don't expect anybody to just accept what I tell them that they saw an airplane or whatever it may be. I prove it. I back it up. I talk to other people. If I can't give you an answer for one reason or another, then I will direct you to somebody that can. And if a small little organization like I have can do something like that, I would think the city owes that to the people that live here. If we have questions, and if you can't answer it for legal reasons or conflict of interest or whatever, then point us in a direction. Tell us where we can go get the information so that we know that that is from somebody that has been given the authority legally to answer questions. So at least then we will feel better that we have accurate, real information. I don't want to deal with some PAC group or some random person that just decided to fill the role for whatever reason. That's just seems even more of a conflict. And when people are not getting the answers and things are appearing more and more hidden and less transparency, it makes you wonder, what are they trying to hide? Something just doesn't seem right. We see it in major politics on a daily basis in DC. They hide things get passed, they end up being horrible, we're lied to by different people. And it seems like this is just a small town version of all the corruption in DC, and people are tired of it. But when you're tired of something, at least in most cases, you have somebody you can put your grievances toward and say something. In this case, there's been nobody. We've been stuck. So people have had to go out of their way to form groups and try to get citizens some answers. But no matter what anybody has tried to do one way or another, it just seems to be a stalemate. We go nowhere. It's like walking on a treadmill. You can walk all day, but you still end up going nowhere. And that's exactly how a lot of us feel. And when we received the charter as well, and without any notification or anything stating who put it out, where it came from, it looked like the typical election time stuff that all the candidates send out saying, hey, vote for me, and gives all their talking points and things. And you can always recognize that kind of mail immediately when it shows up. Could be governor or whoever. And this looked to be the exact same format, that it was just another group, which we weren't aware of at the time who they may be, but we could just definitely tell that it wasn't the city. Because if it was the city, they always put something out there stating it. Because the cities, no matter where you're at, they're proud of who they are as a city or town. And they want people to know that, hey, this is from us in your best interest. But when it doesn't say anything like that, then you realize it's not in your best interest, it's in the best interest of the people that wrote it. And I think people are just tired of it. We've dealt with it for decades. And 30 seconds. And now that there's people like Soda Post that have brought a lot more things out and exposed a lot of the stuff that's going on in this town, it appears to not only me, but family and friends that they've been exposed, all this corrupt waste of money, and now they're doing nothing more but try to make it legal. And people's tired of it.
Thank you, Wade. Can I just ask a yes or no question?
We'll just let the statements be read.
Okay, good question. It was mentioned that council has a phone number. That is news to me. Is that accurate that council has a phone number?
Plus the fact that I got an email at 9:46 this morning and replied to somebody about road
I
repairs.
just
So
give people my own.
that was
phone.
interesting.
I didn't know that they
Yeah.
could call a
I
number.
think we have a phone number.
Okay, I just wanted to clarify that because I would be happy to give it.
Let's
Okay,
give them one.
Yeah.
thank
We could use yours.
you. You're welcome. It's fine, but
Give it
I
Katie's.
was unaware that there was a council number, so I wanted to.
Is there anyone else that'd like to address city council on a different topic?
What was the answer to the phone number?
There is not one. There is no other. I was just going to volunteer Katie's.
You're welcome to have it, Aaron. You or anybody.
Are they-
But we do have, and like I said, I've got an email this morning and I replied, gentleman just asking about the streets and repairs needed. And the mayor stated that if you got a problem with a pothole or something like that, and you call in, it gets filled pretty quick. We got that new hot box and it takes care of things. So, yeah, news to me.
Yeah, every one of us has an email address that's public information, and several of us have our phone numbers on city council's website as well. So anytime you need to contact us, do that.
Yep.
Please.
Any other questions? Address council not related to the charter.
I want to mention about the phone number. When you go on Google and actually use the Google Voice and say Circleville City Council, it shows up with a button to click for a phone number.
Yes.
And that is what I used.
What's the number?
Well, I would have to actually call it right now to find out, but I'll tell you
It's
what
right
it
there.
I
exactly
think we'll
says.
go there.
It's in the chamber.
And it's 477-2551.
So that is a call that goes directly into the city administration, and it gives you a phone tree to pick options.
And then when I tried that, went at that time, it was going nowhere. So I did call the mayor's office and said that I couldn't get anything. And they said that they were aware of city council not answering the phone.
Oh,
That is the words that I got from whoever the secretary, she didn't give a name,
Okay.
just from the mayor's office.
So William, I would recommend that if you would like to have somebody's phone number that is up here, you can ask us for our phone number and we would be more than happy to give it to you.
Yeah.
It's actually on the
Okay.
website.
right.
Thank
Our personal phone number.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank
We
you.
I appreciate it, but I wanted to
apologize.
just make it clear where I got the
Yeah, thank you.
information and the phone number and things to begin with.
That number, it goes to the city.
Okay,
It gives you a phone tree to pick options.
right,
That's the city's number.
okay,
Could I hear that number again, please?
477-2551.
yeah,
Yep.
2551.
There's another number that will get you to the phone tree, and that's 477-8200.
Okay,
Okay, 477-8200. And that is the phone tree that President Keller is talking about.
okay, appreciate it. Thank you.
We, we apologize for that confusion, Mr. Haddix.
Anyone else to address city council?